So hello there. Today we gonna talk about the technical interview experience of mine with Wiley Edge, as I have already uploaded the complete interview experience of mine with Wiley Edge, but still students are having so many doubts related to the questions which were asked from me in that interview. So let's see those questions, and I will give you some suggestions also to crack that interview. So first of all, that interviewer started from introduction part. He asked me to introduce myself, and then he started talking about the DBMS part. And remember that DBMS part is one of the most important part that you must cover, and you must know basics of it, because DBMS is one of the core subject of computer science, and that's why it matters. So please remember that you must have some basic knowledge related to the DBMS. And after talking about the DBMS, he asked me to introduce DBMS. So I introduced DBMS database, and then I have taken him into the RDBMS part, because I don't want him to go into ODBMS, NDBMS and HDBMS. So that's why I have taken him into RDBMS, and then he started asking the questions related to RDBMS, and what is pyramid key, what is composite key, and all these things. And then he started talking about the normalizations, what are the types of it. And then he asked me the drop, delete and truncate, and differentiate all of these. So these are some questions related to DBMS which were asked from me. And then he started talking about the computer networks. And then in computer networks, he asked me several questions related to the basics, like what is DNS, what is IPsec, what is HTTP, and what is HTTPS, and what is the difference between both, and so many things related to the components of HTTP. So this is what he asked me from the computer networks. And then he started talking about the problem solving. So about these both things, that DBMS and computer networks, I just want to give you some suggestions, that this is nothing but a rapid fire, and in this rapid fire he wants you to answer as soon as possible. So that's why be ready to answer fast, and be ready with the basics of these two subjects. So this is what he asked me. And then he started talking about the problem solving. And problem solving, as I already told you, he asked me two questions. First one is related to finding the frequency of characters in a string, and second one is finding the middle element of the linked list with Floyd-Warshall approach. So these are the two questions that he asked me, and I answered both the questions, and that's why he is impressed. So I just want to suggest you that be ready with the basics of both the subjects that I told you, DBMS and computer networks, so that you can be able to crack this interview. That's all.